Assalamualaikum. I'm Farhanim Ismail and this is my case study regarding acute myeloid leukemia M5, which is also known as AML. Patient is a 47 years old male, an ex-soldier, a Muslim from Bandung, Indonesia. He had previous medical history from Hospital Bandung, Indonesia, and he came to Hospital Pusrawi, Malaysia, to treat his health problems. For illness overview, AML is a malignant disease of the bone marrow where the hematopoietic precursors are being arrested in the early stage of development. Acute myeloid leukemia also has many other names including acute myelocytic leukemia, acute myelogenous leukemia, acute granulocytic leukemia, and acute non-lymphocytic leukemia. The acute itself refers that leukemia can progress very rapidly and can be very fatal within months. In these cases, patients was diagnosed with AML M5. M5 was one of the classifications through French-American British. Patients came to the hospital unconscious and complained to have a body weakness, body ache, and right leg numbness. He was reported with no fevers, bruised underskin and malaise. Patients then was taken for other physical examinations, such as fundoscopic examinations with normal result, mouth and gum examinations with no gum hypertrophy recorded, with heart examinations report with dual rhythm and no murmur, lung examinations with clear result, and skin mucosa examinations where bruises are found at the right gluteal region. Meanwhile, for the other examinations such as ECG, the patient was reported with sinus rhythm with the heart rate at 84 beats per minute. The viral study Hep B, Hep C, and HIV was found to be negative, and the cardiac echo, the result shows to be good, with the left ventricle and right ventricle functions very well. Doctor had requested for full blood count, renal profile, lipid profile, and peripheral blood film. The full blood count result had showed a very high reading for total white blood cells, monocyte, and large immature cells. Meanwhile, shows a very low reading for platelets. For peripheral blood film, red cell shows a normochromic normocytic pictures with anisopoicocytosis. The red cell count was found to be very low in amount. For white cells, it revealed marked leukocytosis with plenty of leukemia cells, which are mainly composed of monoblasts. The platelet count is markedly low with no clumping seen. And then the patient was advised to have bone marrow study and immunophenotyping. For bone marrow aspirates, many blood cells seen on smear. These cells are large, with round-shaped nuclei and lacy chromatin. The differential count shows blasts, which is monoblasts, are found to be in 87%, neutrophils 5%, and lymphocytes with 4%. After all tests and bone marrow procedures carried out, patients underwent chemotherapy sessions and also have twice blood transfusions during the chemotherapy session. A special arrangement was made for the patients to be transferred to HUSM, the National Science University of Malaysia, for further treatment in view of financial challenge. However, the family decided to bring the patients back to hometown. A few weeks later, the patient was informed to pass away. In detecting the causes of blood problem in aspect of high or low reading of any full blood count parameters, PBF was carried out. From such procedure, the hematologist can found the patient's problem. To narrow down, bone marrow aspirates will carry out. However, in some cases, the hematologist receives a smear with heavily dilated peripheral blood. This will cause a hard time for them to read the smear. For illness overview, AML is a malignant disease of the bone marrow where the hematopoietic precursors are being arrested in the early stage of development. Acute myeloid leukemia also has many other names including acute myelocytic leukemia, acute myelogenous leukemia, acute granulocytic leukemia, and acute non-lymphocytic leukemia.